new that bad?
It just means that they're a little gritty to play. But mine aren't super new either.
Where's the beat, buddy?
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
I'm just gonna chill back here, like right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to tune your guitar up, which is the first thing we gotta do. So,
Right.
I have an app on my phone. Do you want to download it as well, or do you want to just do that another time?
Sure, I'll download it.
Okay. I recommend one called Fine Tuner. Fine space tuner.
F-I-N-E.
Fine Tuner. Sounds kind of like stupid.
Yeah.
Like Rizzy. Want your guitar to be tuned fine. Yeah, there you go. That one. Yeah, it's free. I think you can purchase for $2.99 to get rid of ads, but if you're not going to use the guitar every day, you can watch an ad or two.
Sounds good.
So, right now you're in chromatic mode, which means you can tune any note, but guitars need to be tuned to 6 specific notes, right? So we'll start with that. So the notes are E, A, D, G, B, E. Now, what's an easy way to remember that is the sentence, Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye, Eddie. So say that.
Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye, Eddie.
So E, A, D, G, B, E. So when you want to go to your tunings, guitar standard, what's that one right there? Oops, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Look, there it is. E, A, D, G, B, E. So you click that, and so now it's telling you, so down here you scroll to select the string. The low string is E and the high string is E. And the next one is A. So that's how you know kind of like, I guess, what direction you're tuning in. So obviously E next to A, that means you're going to tune this string. So pluck it, and you're a little under. You're at 50 hertz, you want to bring it up to 82. So you're going to take the tuning peg down at the, this is called the headstock up here, is what you call that area.
Gotcha.
You're going to turn the tuning peg usually clockwise. So it's going up in pitch, but we don't want to tune it so much that it's going to snap. So that's why you want to have your app, put like the phone on your lap here. Yeah, and hold the guitar like this. Yep.
Roger.
And just use your thumb and just hit the string as it just opens. So it's ringing open.
Now it's at 60.
Now you're at 60, so keep turning that thing no, that's the wrong way. So I want it clockwise. Yep. Yeah, like you're turning it up. Yep. Keep going.
Oh, there you go.
It's not going to kill the guitar if you go over. Like, you basically have to maybe go 2 notes up for this thing to like snap on you. And you feel like somebody's kind of like whipped you with something.
Gotcha.
I've broken more than my fair share of strings. Keep going. 78. Ooh, we're almost there. We want it to where this thing kind of turns like green. The bar turns green. You're at 80. Keep going a little bit. We want to get like 82.
Right.
It's hard to get decimals because we're human. But you're at 81. Keep going. Gently, gently. Come there. There we go. Wonderful. Okay.
Woo!
Now let's do A. Let's just go right down the line. So what you do?
One quick sip. Oh, dang, 17 people. Nice.
Nice.
This is my buddy Sebastian. He's teaching me how to play the guitar.
Yep.
Okay, now B or A.
A, right? Eddie ate dynamite. So A.
Eddie ate dynamite. Okay, now this one.
So you want to look at your app again and make sure you're on the A note. There's probably apps that are simpler, but I just like this one because you get some detailed information about how you're tuning.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, now what's this one supposed to be? 82?
it says it right there. It says your target is 110 hertz. So if you click that, there you go.
110, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's at 108, or...
Yeah, the second string, so use your thumb. Bring your thumb over here, kind of where I am, and just do that.
100.
We want 110 or 109 is okay.
Sorry.
So turning it this way brings it down. Turning it this way, brings the pitch up. It's going up a little bit. What are you seeing there on your screen?
152.
Keep playing it. It's helpful to keep letting the note ring out. So yeah, we might be a little high. Oh, we're at 110 there. Okay, we're good. So woo. All right, and then now we want to do D. So let's do the third string.
Gotcha. Okay, D.
After doing this a couple times, like, you'll get the rhythm of it. You'll already know roughly how it's supposed to sound.
Wait, dang it.
So switch it, or yeah, you're on D, right? So we want 146. What is it reading now? Wait, hold on, you want this string right here. So you're almost there. You're at 141 hertz, you want 146. Keep turning it. One more time, pluck it. Just give it a little more. We'll call it good there. You got 3 more to go.
Perfect.
Next one is G.
G. Gotcha.
Yeah, the
Now-
G string that people like to
That's-
make a lot of guitar memes about. I'm gonna finger my G string.
And
No,
that's this one here?
This is the third one, and this one's actually notorious because I don't know if you've noticed, but or for the people watching, guitars. When you're looking at the strings here, like up close, there's 3 thick and 3 thin, and that's because these ones have a core inside them, like the thin guys, but then they have a wrap around it. So it's like the core is like my arm, and then they all have like another string wrapped all the way around it as it goes down. And so the G string is kind of notoriously hard because it's in the awkward space between wound strings and plain strings. So this one, what I guess I'm getting around to, this one likes to go out of tune a lot for most people on most guitars. It's kind of like the annoying ass string out of the 6.
Gotcha. And that's this one right here, right?
No, it's so follow the string path up. This one is going to go all the way to here. So it's this one over here.
Roger that, boss. Okay, now. The 4th one.
Yeah. Oh, you need to switch the tuner to G.
I
I think it's 196.
4.
If the numbers are confusing, it's okay to just forget about the numbers, but just obviously there's that little green triangle. Just make it hit the green triangle.
Roger that.
It's okay. Just hit, yeah. Is it not going up in pitch?
Not really.
Can I see it? It could. Sometimes there's an issue with the tuner, and then it doesn't want to go up any higher. Oh, that is kind of. Oh.
Oh, is it broken?
No, it's strung. Who restrung the guitar last?
No clue. I got it on Facebook.
Well, they made a bit of an oopsie. For some reason, this string goes to the top, but that's not how it should be. So, like, when you're restringing this guitar for yourself for the first time, it would be nice to start with the outermost ones. For the people saying it would be easy to start with the outermost ones, but since they all kind of like run really close to each other up here and it gets cramped, it's a lot easier to just start in the very middle. So you would take the middle 2 strings and you put them up at the top, and then you kind of work your way out. That way you always have space as you're going out. Because if you work your way in, you're actually decreasing the amount of space, and it gets to be a hassle. So anyway, that's to say that I guess the tuners are backwards, so we're going to have to be careful on what we're tuning up here. Can you pull the app out for me here?
Roger.
There we go. Now we're hearing it go up, right? We got ways to go.
So do I need to restring it or no?
You don't need to. Like, someone made the mistake, but just live with it for now, and then maybe another time when you've been playing a lot and you're like, hey, I want to slap the new strings on, yeah, we'll do it, and we'll do it the right way, right?
Okay,
But
cool.
it's not hurting anybody really right now. It's just not the correct way to do it. You can actually throw this thing off if you hum, so like, ooh. See? So we need quiet sometimes. Let me put it closer. This is the sound hole that projects the sound, so it's usually helpful to line it up with the mic on the iPhone like that, yeah. Let's see, we're almost there. It's just thrilling stuff right here on the stream.
Someone out outside if you look. And someone said there's someone outside if you look.
Ooh, that's scary.
Well, hopefully they're just kidding.
Were they talking about Peyton? That's over there. There's a third person here. I just can't see.
I don't think they could see her.
Okay, where were we on? Okay, now we're on the second string. Do you want me to just finish it up for you?
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay, yeah. Now I'm double checking where things are going. So the second string is going to the top one. Okay. So put it on B for me. Yep, there you go.
Roger.
We're kind of lucky we didn't break a string by cranking on one that we weren't listening to.
Woo!
But it'll happen.
Mm-hmm.
Don't beat yourself up if you break a string. It happens to everybody.
Exactly, I'm not sure, right?
The only thing is that you gotta go to the store, like music store, and pay $8. You know, so it's like you made an $8. Oopsie. But you could snap strings all day, and your guitar will not get damaged. Really, it won't care.
What's a pitch pipe?
That's probably for blowing through it, listening, and then trying to match the note by ear. So you can tune by ear, the way kind of orchestras do, don't they? I think they have like a tuning fork or a tuning flute or something. In this modern age, where you can just get this app, get a freaking app for free on your iPhone, just download the app. I mean, you can tune by ear all you want, but it's not going to be as accurate as a computer, unfortunately. Like, I don't know. Learn it for fun if you want, but yeah, let's see.
These strings are good, right?
They should be good. They don't look rusted. Let's see. Where am I on this? It keeps jumping up and down. Okay, we're a little high. Trying to match it, since this is E and this is E but higher, they kind of should sound the same. So we can also do like. Oops. So I just kind of tuned it by ear there. I kind of cheated.
There's so much science to this.
There's a bit of math and science to these kinds of things, right?
Damn, I'm screwed.
No, you don't have to know it. You can just strum away all day. But if you want to nerd out about it, there's some cool stuff in there. Okay, here's the funny thing about guitar. Now that you've tuned all the strings, some of them have kind of shifted a little back out of tune. So, if you don't mind, let me run through it one more time really quick.
Right.
Speed run.
I'm gonna get some water real quick. Oh, hey, James.
These out of tune a little bit. Or not. There we go. And now if we play, let's say a G chord, which I might teach you later. Kind of in tune. So there you go. So they're kind of in tune. You know, we don't have to spend all day trying to tune it perfectly, especially if we're just beginning, right?
Also, tell me. No offense, Ben, but tell me, does this help you get girls?
No. Well, maybe not with me with my looks or whatever, but like never once. You know, as a kid. Okay, so I'll tell you this. This is kind of embarrassing. I had a friend by the name of Mitchell in middle school, and after one summer, he came back and he was like, "Oh, I'm doing electric guitar lessons, and my dad bought me an electric guitar." And he's like, I'm learning like classic rock songs. And I was like, that's so fucking cool. I was like, I bet you all the girls are gonna want to like talk to him and like hear him play. And so I was like, I gotta copy him, you know? Like I didn't tell him this, but this is my thinking. I was like, fuck, I gotta compete with this guy. So I told my parents, I was like, I wanna learn electric guitar. And lucky for me, my sister had previously wanted to learn, gave it up, and so we still had one, right? It's just sitting in the basement doing nothing. So I started taking lessons, and I spent all summer working at this. And like I think my plan was to like impress this one girl, but didn't even really get the chance to do that because by the time we were in 8th grade, but by the time we got to high school and like I had brushed up on my skills, like I found out that she had no interest in me whatsoever. So I was like, fuck. I'm like, well, you know, at least this is a cool hobby, so I stuck with it. So what I'm saying is my reasons for starting guitar were like extremely vain and egotistical. But I've actually been playing for, I want to say like 14 to 16 years now.
Wow.
Just because I found that much enjoyment out of it.
14 to 16 years?
Well, maybe not that.
Yeah, because that means you're like 14 plus 14.
No, I'm not 14.
Wait, you're 28?
No, I'm 26. So
Okay.
I maybe had the number wrong. Probably maybe 12 years?
Mm-hmm.
12 years? Yeah.
Wow, that's cool, buddy.
Here, play your E string for me so I can kind of tune to what you are. So just hit that, yeah. You play it again? Keep. Yeah, so you see how we're kind of like ringing together?
Play it again.
A?
Okay.
Yeah.
Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Woo, got it. Yeah, I've always wanted to like learn how to play instruments, but you know, I played sports, so I was like, you can't do both. Sort of like
You can
how,
totally do both.
yeah, I know, yeah. I finally figured it out after I rewatched High School Musical.
Yeah. It's like, I can sing too. I can music inside me.
Well, no, Sebastian played ice hockey.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I
shit.
played ice hockey. You know, I wanted to do more music stuff, but
Mhm.
you know, mom and dad were just like sports all the way. Hold on. Let me tune out too.
That's so cool.
So don't worry, you can do both.
I can be the Troy Bolton.
Yeah.
Of our group.
Yeah.
Trying to find it. Why it seems to not be able to just decide what I'm on. It's kind of annoying. We'll do manual. Sorry, folks, we're almost done.
No worries. My 3 fans are waiting on end.
They're edge of their seats here.
Yeah, my most loyal fan, James Garden.
Is your most loyal fan?
Yeah, him and this other guy named Brandon Check. Yeah, nice guys. Always there to comment on my videos.
Or if they're laughing at our tuning skills.
You laughing, James?
Sounds intuitive to me. It's usually good to check it by playing something, and something being a chord, which is probably the first thing that you should learn. I think what almost all guitar teachers recommend is that you learn what a chord is. A chord is just a bunch of notes, individual notes played at the same time or close enough together, right, to where it goes. So that's an A. So we have an A string, but we also have an A chord. You see how they kind of sound the same? String, chord, string. A chord is really simple. I'll teach it to you. So these little dudes are called frets, right? These are where you put your finger will make, you know, a different note up the musical scale. Let's see, where am I going with this? So just real simple. Let's talk about making a chord. So an A chord starts with the open A string. Seems logical enough. And then you're going to take your middle finger. You're going to put it on, this is the 2nd fret, right? We're going to put our middle finger on this 3rd string.
One sec. Let me back this up a bit so they can see me too.
Yeah, and you can take a look at how my fingers are doing it too.
So this, and then this on the 2nd frame A.
Right, and then now take your, this is your ring finger, right? Put your ring finger behind it on the next string, also on the 2nd fret.
On the next string, go.
Yes. Can I move your hand?
Sure.
Move this just down strings. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, and then your pinky is going to slide in the back. Boom.
Gotcha.
Put it, you want it above this fret over here.
Gotcha. Above this one?
And it's tilt your wrist a little bit. I see that you've got your thumb kind of gripping maybe a little hard. Relax your thumb here and then shift There you go. Tilt it. Yeah.
Alright, so I put this on the last one or the second to last one?
So you want this? You want this pinky on the second fret. These three amigos are all going to be on the second fret.
Right.
So you see how I kind of got it over here, Shelby? So you got 1,
2, 3.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And when you play them, they should sound like
1,
this.
2, 3.
Yeah, and then play these 3 strings. And then if you play, don't hit this low E, but you can hit every other string. And it should make an A.
Gotcha.
Remember, we don't want the E since it's not part of the chord, but we want the A and everything under it. Like that. And you can kind of tell that a lot of the trick is it doesn't have anything to do with what's going on here, but it's how you're holding it, right? Like, I guess you could tell your viewers, like, is it difficult? Does it kind of hurt? Because I remember when I started out, my fingers felt really cramped, and it was like awkward and uncomfortable because you've never gripped something in this way before. You've never had to put that much pressure on your fingertips like that. And that eventually builds calluses. On your fretting hand, you'll get all these calluses on your fingertips, especially with fingers that you use to bend strings.
Woo!
You'll get the most calluses. But you got to be careful because this is one of the things that I don't like about guitar, is you're bending up really hard and you're pushing a lot of force, and the string will flip over your finger pad and under your nail bed.
Oh.
It'll go under your nail bed and it will sting, and like you have to stop because it just hurts so bad. You could, some people have drawn blood, but that's never happened to me.
Yeah. So keep your nails trimmed.
Keep your nails trimmed. I tend to not play right after I've trimmed my nails. Just because, like, I don't know, kind of sensitive.
I gotcha.
But also just, like, be careful when bending. Like, don't bend crazy and know your limits, I guess.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, so we've learned an A chord. Let's see, let's learn another easy one. Let's learn a D. A D is like a triangle shape.
Actually, can we go back over the A chord one more time?
Sure, yeah. We'll spend all the time we want on A if you want.
So, okay, so like this, right, on the second frame.
Just move your pinky up. I see that your pinky, yeah. And like I said, this is part of learning the muscle memory, because your pinky probably has never really been squeezed that close to your ring finger, but that's what we're doing here, folks. We're doing squishing them all together.
Ah, 6 people.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Okay. So, like that, and then,
yeah. Now, did you hear how over here, we're not really getting any sound, right? We're not getting notes per se. And this is because either you're not putting enough pressure on, or one of your fingers is touching the string that another one's trying to fret. And this is what's called muting. You're muting. Why did I say it like that? You're muting strings. So you can, like, if I do it on purpose, this is purposeful string muting, right? But we want to ring it out. We want like a nice clean sound out of the guitar. If you go slowly, you can actually figure out which strings are being muted, because, like, if you, so that one right there. So your G string here, somehow it's being muted with the way that you're holding it.
How am I holding?
Let's just try doing, play the A and then the second note in the chord, which would be another A, I think. I'm sorry, no. So this one and this one. This is string 5 and string 4, and that's because the number goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Gotcha.
So for those of you watching, from thin up to thick, from 1st to 6th. There you go. Yeah, there you go. So those are the first 2 notes of an A chord.
Okay.
You can just play around with the strumming pad with your thumb. And if it feels kind of weird with the thumb, you could switch to a pick. Do you have a guitar pick?
Oh, yeah.
I actually brought a couple if you wanted one.
Ooh, perfect. I only have this. Is this a good one?
That's perfect. It's nice and thick, and it's large.
That's not the kind of channel we
Yeah,
have.
this is a family channel. What's going on here?
This is a good Christian channel.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Pastor. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. I think you mean rabbi. But yeah, so now you kind of learned an A chord. There's a couple ways to play A chords, I guess. But another good cheat one is to just use one finger. This is the one finger A chord. You just rest it over all of those notes instead of putting all three. And you can just do it like this. But you do have to press kind of hard with this finger and make sure that even the back part of your finger is pressing down. You want to give that a shot? That might work better for you.
That seems way easier. Okay, so I put it on all three, right?
Okay, so you're gonna don't do these first two, but everything after that.
Gotcha. Okay, so I put it like that.
We should do that, yeah, like that for now.
And then I skip the first one, right? I'm muting it again?
Yeah, I think you need to press harder.
Gotcha.
There you go. Yeah, good. Yeah, you're kind of getting it. I'm hearing the A a little bit. I think it's the strings that are over here, like these last three, that I think might be giving you trouble because of how much pressure you got.
Should I put more pressure?
Yeah, but don't hurt yourself, right? You're learning, and you'll build muscle and you'll build calluses that will make it easier.
Nah, not the calluses. The ladies love my hands.
I don't know what to tell you. Let me say this. One of the reasons that I don't like to do fingerstyle or flamenco is because that involves, on this hand only, growing out your thumbnail and kind of sharpening it, and maybe these two. So you kind of get Yoda claw hands.
Gotcha.
And if you ever see somebody like that who's got perfectly nice trim nails here and some big long nails here, as a boy, you're as a flamenco player. He's using his own nails as the pick. He's growing the pick out of his freaking nail bed.
That's so nasty.
That's
so
we have a
hard.
girl in the room who agrees that that's kind of nasty. I never liked that. You can just buy thumb picks that I don't know. It's like a little thumb ring that you put on, and it does it for you. Or you're using, just use a regular pick. In my opinion, that's.
Or it's also kind of culturally, sometimes men will grow out their pinky nail because it's whenever it just symbolizes they don't really have to do that much work.
Interesting.
Or
Did
something.
you mean a coke nail?
Oh,
it's a family channel. It's a family channel. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Pastor
Corner
Corner.
just fucking ruining
No,
this.
but
I'll be there for the Sabbath,
No,
Pastor.
but sometimes men will grow out their pinky nail really long compared to their other nails, or their thumbnail really long as well. It's
Are
just...
they Indian or?
Yeah, well,
Is it looking at Arabic?
I won't point fingers, but whenever I worked at Amazon, there were a lot of Indian guys who did have
It
that
could be,
kind of
yeah. Maybe I'm assuming too much and thinking everybody with long nails is oh, that's a Spanish guitar player. Maybe not. Maybe they're just gross.
that's just because
I was just, I don't know why I brought that up, but it's just to tell you that there's different ways to pick a guitar. It's whatever is comfortable and convenient for you, go do it. I want to check the tuning on your guitar because I think it's making it a little harder for you because it might not be in tune anymore.
Roger. Favorite High School Musical song, Peyton?
I've never actually seen High School Musical.
no!
Yeah.
Man, those are my childhood.
I've never, I don't know, as a kid, I was strictly, really, mostly just, the SpongeBob movie, and, a lot of Disney, Disney Channel, I only really watched it for Phineas and Ferb,
Nah.
which Sebastian hates Phineas and Ferb.
No!
I don't hate it, but it's so ironic because I ended up actually becoming an engineer, and
Yeah.
I think the two kids are kind of engineers,
Yeah.
engineer
Yeah.
scientists. But I just thought they were kind of just annoying. They're kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know why.
After the third season or so, it gets very formulaic. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you really
that's
did.
true.
Yeah, you really did.
It's super repetitive.
Yeah.
Too. Where's Perry? Every time, and he's always
Oh, but
Oh, someone's here.
Well, I mean, you only got 104 days of summer vacation, right? So.
I actually kind of wanted to see them do some school stuff.
Sure. Oh, thank you. You too.
What was that?
Shelby's
no
got-
idea.
He's got mail.
Jehovah's Witness?
They said it's for a Christian organization and it's for Shelby.
Whoa, a Christian
Whoa, do you want
organization?
to take a pause and do an unboxing?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
What do do they call this? Mail call? Mail call! You just got a letter.
Mail time.
You just got a letter.
A
Man.
Christian organization. We're kind of running with the same theme of like
I'll
the
pause this for now.
channel being a Christian base.
Yeah, for real.
Let's see, what do you got there?
Shelby, you are never alone. God is with you through every trial and victory. Trust in God and lean on those He has sent to be in your life, for the weight of a trial is more surmountable when loved ones help you bear the weight. Love God. Matthew 28:20, and be sure of this, I'm with you, and in Ecclesiastics. Okay,
Wait, that's funny. They signed the letter "Love God" like he wrote it to you.
Oh,
But
shoot.
who wrote it to you?
Honestly, I have no idea.
What the
Damn.
hell? Dude, nice jacket. Is that like a thermal jacket or something?
I guess so. Oh my god. Hey.
Hey.
How'd they know my size,
Hey,
too?
turn around. Is this like North Face or what is this?
Oh, I have no idea. Oh, here's the tag.
That's crazy that wasn't like planned at all.
Yeah, like for real.
It's 32
Or was it,
32 feet.
viewers?
32 feet jacket. And is this like olive or gray?
I'd say green.
It's like a gray.
Yeah, green.
Yeah.
And
Nice
oh
haul.
shoot! No
You want me
way.
to set this over here? Or?
Oh no, you said it over
Okay,
here.
okay.
Oh my gosh, I've been needing socks. All mine have
Hell
holes
yeah!
in it.
Dude, how many socks are those? That's like a good 24.
Yeah, they'll laugh at you in a week. Oh, my. Oh, and underwear too.
Underwear.
Hey, went the other way.
Gonna try them on.
More
Maybe
underwear.
later.
More underwear. Oh shit, this guy got a stinky booty.
Woo.
More socks?
Like t-shirts.
T-shirts. Woo.
And it came in a nice thermal like
Wow.
wrap, too.
Yeah, like sweet tote bag too.
Yeah, like what the heck?
Dude, is this a Christmas gift that somebody sent you?
I have no idea.
Pretty nice.
It wasn't our. It definitely wasn't our church.
Check the other pockets too.
Ah, smart stuff. No, no money.
Okay.
Hmm.
No money. No Amazon gift cards?
No.
Okay.
I bet Peyton has some.
Where?
From your time back at it.
Yeah, from your time you've been hoarding them.
Oh no.
Like
Even
Kohl's cash?
as an employee there, I didn't even get a good discount.
But that's
Aw.
freaking cool. Yeah. I
Woo.
guess it's a little bit anonymous, huh?
Yeah. Huh.
Secret Santa.
Yeah.
That's so random.
Yeah.
That was so random.
Yeah, that lady doesn't even go to our church. Like, wow. Man. It's a Christmas miracle. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy.
Happy Hanukkah. Okay, you should be in tune now, I think.
And now for real, like, you guys don't believe how bad I made these socks.
Okay. You're pretty in tune now.
Woo!
Buddy. And I like that you already got your guitar strap set up. Yeah, it's usually good to put it on.
Thank you.
I'm a little lazy and I just let it droop and not even like put it on, but
Oh, it
We should
actually
put it on.
came like this.
yeah, but you can take it off. It's got like a little button down here, and there's like a little it's just putting like a button on a button-up shirt. That's literally how it is.
Okay, so
So back to our A chord is where we left off.
So I put it down on all of these except for the first 3 or 2.
You want fret these 3 that you can probably feel me vibrating, and this one leave it open, but we're still gonna play it because that's our A. That's our root note of the chord. It's a root.
What's fret mean?
Frets are just these little areas that are divided by. So this metal stuff is fret wire. When the guitar makers make the guitar, they take a saw and they cut all the little grooves, and then they take this like fret wire and they kind of put it in this way, and then they hammer it down and glue it, and then they snip it. Right? They have some wire cutters and go all the way down, and that makes your frets. These are spaced mathematically so that they will create the right notes. So like somebody a long time ago, maybe in the Renaissance era or something, figured out that these spaces of, I don't know, 1.5 inches or something, will make notes, right? So
Probably Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio, there you go, you figured it out. But anyway, somebody already did the hard work, so these are all laid out like that. And as you go higher up the neck, the frets get closer and closer together. It's just how it goes.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah. Yeah, so like the distance between, we can call this 0, because it's not really a fret, but between 0 and the first fret is like, what is that, over 1 inch? And then down here, my last fret here is 19 and 20. It's like less than half an inch, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
So, one more time. Okay.
Yeah. So second fret.
Mm-hmm.
You want to fret these strings. This would be 2, 3, and 4, and then this is 5. Right? Leave 5 open.
Gotcha. So write it down like this.
Hold down. Yep. Hold down those strings, and then just strum with your thumb. Press it down a little harder. Harder.
Oh, deep.
No, on your fretting hand.
Gotcha.
Hey, here we go, folks.
I did it!
We did it. There you go. Are you finding that it's like taking a lot of force on your finger?
For real, my finger feels like it's about to snap.
Yes. When you're starting out, your sessions might end because your fingers are just too tired, and like that's okay.
I sometimes see, whenever I look up like acoustic versions of songs, they have like this clamp thingy on these.
I didn't bring one today, but that's a good thing to get into. So once you've mastered a couple chords, what you can do is like, you know, when a singer goes, I want to sing this song in a different key because it fits my voice better. You know, maybe they sing really deep and low, and they don't want to sing something up high. So you can take the capo, and depending on where you clamp it, it's kind of like, it's like taking this 0, 0 fret, and it's moving it to a different position, right? And everything kind of like, it doesn't physically shift, but sonically, you're kind of shifting things. All that to say, the capo can help you play in different keys, you know? Once you know a couple shapes, if you move the capo here, and I play that same shape, it will work, and it's the same chord shape, but it's in a different key. We can get kind of like a little too theoretical than what I want, but like I said, once we learn a couple chords, we can bust out the capo and start learning how it works. So yeah. But for right now, we're just in standard. This is called standard tuning. E, A, D, G, B, E. We're learning A. You want to learn a different chord now?
One more time.
Okay.
And yeah, that's good.
Pretty good. Let's see. What would be an easier chord? An E is a pretty good one. So.
Top E or bottom or.
So this is just E up here in what's called first position. So this is E. So this was A. And this was E. And the way that you make E is that we're going to leave our open E here as our root note. So we're not going to fret on this string. But now we're going to go to our A string, go to the second fret.
A.
A string, second fret. This is D. We're going to go D string, second fret. So now you got that. And then now this one, this little finger, we're going to put it on the first fret on the G string up here. So third G string, yep, there you go. And then we're going to play every string on the guitar. We're going to play all 6. You kind of got it. Press a little bit harder on the fretting hand, yep.
Gotcha, and I go to the top one.
All of it, yep, top down. Yeah.
I'm home then. Am I home then?
Let's play the notes individually. That's good. This one you need to press a little harder. There you go.
Ooh.
More
Harder?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now these are muted because part of the flesh of your finger
Gotcha.
is muting those strings. So part of good technique here is that you don't want to rest the back half of my pointer. You don't want to rest the back half of your pointer finger here because it's going to mute the strings. We want them to ring, right? So we got to. It's almost like proper posture, pinky up kind of stuff. But yeah, lift the back of your hand or finger up so that you can hear them all.
Like that?
Yes, that was great.
This is so cool.
There you go. So now you know E and A actually.
Babe, hit me up with some of your friends.
Yeah. It's like I love you. E word. That guy. If you watch that video, he's not even fretting anything. He's just, I love you, bitch. I ain't gonna stop loving you, bitch. He's just doing that. Have you ever seen DJ Khaled?
Oh yeah.
Viewers watching. Here's some notorious like bad guitar players that have gone viral. Is like DJ Khaled. It's not Wiz Khalifa. Who is it?
You should know this. You're the guitar
Is it
player.
Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne has like 2 2 guitar solos that people have caught on camera. It's just like, what the F is going on? And he like Lil Wayne plays really weird too. Like, I think he like has the guitar like down real low, and he's like, he's got his hand like curved around, and he's like playing it down here.
No, it's kind of like if you've seen Adventure Time, that one episode where Marceline has her bass up here.
Okay.
It's just
and
like-
Finn is like, why do you have your bass all the way up there? And she was like, I get good finger action. And he's like, but you look like a dork.
Yeah, you look like a dork.
Wait, Finn said that?
Yeah,
Or
he said
Jake
that.
the dog
He
said
was
that.
like, you look like a dork. And she was like,
Yeah, I'd say like unless you're trying to learn some Van Halen, keep your fretting hand below the neck. There's no reason to be like, you can play the E chord like this, I guess, but this is just stupid. Like, play it over here, and you want on an acoustic, you want your finger over the sound hole because this is what makes the noise. The neck doesn't make any noise. It's this, you know. So you get more oomph. You get more oomph out of it.
at some point you should play like one of the easiest songs you can probably learn on the guitar.
Yeah, I was thinking of maybe teaching you something pretty easy.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, like
I love easy.
people. I don't know. I don't know what most people learn for their first song.
Like Freebird, no, I'm kidding.
That's way too that's, even in just the beginning of Freebird, it's too difficult because you're not going to like the F chord. This one. Because this one involves a lot of force over here. This is, now we've reached this cool territory. These are called bar chords. And they're called bar chords because one of your fingers is going to bar.
Oh my god.
One of your fingers, yes. One of the sides of your fingers. This is the part that sucks. Is because we're not even talking about finger pads, which can usually take some abuse. We're talking about the side flesh of your finger here has to hold down all 6 strings with, you know, a pretty good amount of force. I'd say this is maybe like 5, 6, 7 pounds.
You should show us a demonstration.
I mean, I am. So this is an F chord over here. And so we bar all of the frets with this pointer finger by itself. But that doesn't sound good because we need to add basically the E shape to it, right? So we're doing the same E shape up here. So that's F. And I was trying to think that one song, House of the Rising Sun.
Never heard of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
There's that F. Oh, sorry. So there's a couple chords in that one. We've got, I think it starts with A minor, to C, to D, and then to F, back to A minor, to E, and then back to A minor once again. So 5 chords, I think. Yeah, kind of cool.
What
So
about
you,
the Ice Cream Man song?
Ice Cream Man song.
Yeah, Van Halen.
Oh, Van Halen's Ice Cream Man. That is played on an acoustic, but that's got a weird tuning. I think
Is it on acoustic?
it's on an acoustic. Well, the beginning is on acoustic, and it starts in, I think, everything tuned down a half step, and then the E string is modified once again to what's called drop D, and that just makes it so that well, drop. They call it drop D when you take this and go down 2 steps. You can, when someone says steps, those are the same as a fret. Or no, 2 frets. I'm sorry. So from fret 3 to 5 is a full step. 3 to 4 is a half step. So if I say tune down 2 steps, we're bringing the E down to D. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Because it goes-
Back to the lesson.
Yeah. No. And if you're kind of confused on how we got from those letters, it's because, do you know the musical alphabet?
No.
Well, it's just like our regular alphabet, right? And it starts on, well, we can start with A. So it goes A sharp, then comes B, then goes C, then goes C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G, G sharp, back to A. It resets after G sharp. So this, for the same note, they're just higher in pitch. This is,
It's higher in pitch because you went further down the frets, right?
yeah, it's like, how do we describe this? The musical alphabet is like a loop. As I go through it every time, I'm I'm increasing in pitch, so the notes get higher and higher. Kind of like in a horror movie where the music is rising. I mean, you could. I don't know if there's even a physical limit to notes. They could probably. That's how you reach notes that are so high that our ears can't even hear them anymore. Is because they're so like astronomically high in pitch that only like a bat would pick up on it, right? Or dogs. And same goes for low notes. Like there's notes that are so low in hertz that it's like you can't hear it, but you can feel it because it vibrates like the ground, like an earthquake. Earthquakes vibrate probably at some note, but you can't really hear it, but you feel it. So there's a kind of a way to put it in a roundabout way. But anyway, musical alphabet. So once again, so A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. Now I'm going to pause there because some people have probably already picked up on how come there is no B sharp. Why did you go from B to C? Same thing with E to F. How come there's no E sharp? Technically, in theory, yes, they exist. Oh, you're okay. You spilled some water.
Not the guitar.
It's all right. This guitar, unless you like dumped water in the sound hole, you're fine. You can just get a paper towel or use your shirt, clean it off. It'll be good. You know.
Yeah, I paid $50 for this.
Oh, it's fine. You'll be fine.
Hey, would you ever consider learning the guitar?
I would consider learning the bass.
She likes bass guitar. So bass guitar is the same as regular guitar, just with thicker strings
And they have 4 strings.
and 4 strings instead of 6. But
And the neck is a lot longer.
the necks are a lot longer.
And they're for like the undertone of like the guitar sound, aren't they? Like whenever they're put together.
Yeah. So the bass fills out the bass frequency, right? So if you think about the way you arrange a band, the lowest notes are going to be produced by first, I think, the kick drum, right? The kick drum and the toms, which are like, I don't know. I'm not a drummer. I don't want to say dumb things, but yeah. So like the kick drum and the toms, everyone knows what a kick drum is. And then after that, you get into like the bass guitar notes, right? So that's all like your low bass stuff. And then your mids are the guitar, maybe the snare drum and the cymbals, things like that. And then also in the mids is the vocalist, but also the vocalist kind of goes into the highs.
What about the keyboard too?
Keyboard could also be mids and highs, maybe bass too. And then guitar also, like when the guitarist takes a solo, he's up in the high frequency. And you usually split a band into 3 frequency ranges, low, mid, high. There's, you can break it up into more finer things, but let's just dumb it down and simplify it, right? Low, mid, high. So right now, guitar is usually considered a mid-frequency instrument. Mid to high is what it fills. This is not a low bass instrument.
Yeah, I would probably learn bass, just because.
Do you know how to play bass?
Yeah, it's just kind of like playing guitar. Now, the way that you use your fingers is different. The way you play with a pick is the same thing. It takes a little bit more force to fret things, and it's a longer neck. So, like doing this is easy, but on the bass, I would have to be moving a lot more, and that kind of slows things down sometimes.
Well, fun fact, you actually built the bass that you own.
I did build a bass that I own.
Oh, that's so cool.
I just kind of cobbled some parts together, got some strings, did some stuff with some saws so that the strings would sit nicely in their slots.
Did the
good to go.
wiring.
Yeah, I did the wiring. Yeah, it's at home.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's cool.
It took you how long? Like a couple months?
It took me a couple months because I'm lazy. And honestly, to assemble a guitar, you could do it in a day. If you wanted to, you could knock it out in a day. I am kind of lazy, so I do it bit by bit. I did the wiring on a weekend, then I constructed the neck to the body on another day. Another time I was cutting the slots for the strings. That took another weekend, and then finally string it up, tune it, check all the electronics, and then put accessories or whatever.
That's really cool. You're a jack of all trades.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that, but if you're ever interested, you can look into building your own guitar. They sell kits, like like model kits where you build like a model ship or a model airplane. Same thing with guitar. They'll send you the wood parts. You either bolt them together or glue it together, paint it however you want, connect the wires with some basic soldering skills, tighten some screws, boom. you're done.
Well, you could also add like a guitar neck to honestly literally anything.
Yeah, you could bolt
Like,
the
you could
guitar
put
neck
it-
to that table.
You can put it on like a
Mhm.
big ass like pallet or something.
Yeah,
Or, like
people do joke things. They'll make like a shovel guitar. They'll take the shovel from their shed, put a guitar neck on it, slap strings, and it freaking works.
Oh, man, that's
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think I seen one like that was made out of like a skateboard or something.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
awesome shit like that, and that's all because electric guitars, all they need is some magnets and some strings that are magnetic, so the magnet picks them up. And when the strings vibrate, in like a very simplified way, when the string vibrates, the magnet kind of senses that, and it translates that into electricity. Like a very, very weak current of electricity or voltage, and sends it out, and then your amplifier amplifies that weak signal into something just like enough to piss off your neighbors. That's how an electric guitar works. Yeah, it really doesn't matter what an electric guitar can be built out of. You can build it out of glass, aluminum, epoxy, anything, man. But
I really want to learn how to master the guitar, then bass, then electric,
Mhm.
then piano.
yeah,
I
I've always
actually
wanted
used
to
to
learn
play
piano.
the piano when
Oh,
I was
you
a kid.
did?
Yeah.
Do you
I-
still know?
I don't remember how to play it at all, but I was really good at it.
Let me know if you know any good piano teachers.
Well, the one that taught me is dead.
Nah, so we need a seance.
Rest in peace. Yeah, you
Seance,
gotta get a
yeah.
Ouija board to get the real
But this
teacher
was
out.
back when I was like in 5th grade, so you know, I don't know where he's buried.
We'll
But
find
he
him.
had cancer.
We'll find him. No, man. You didn't have to mention the cancer part.
He had cancer. He was a really, really nice guy. He was really nice. It was unfortunate that he passed, but he told me that I was better than my other friends that learned from him for like a good 3 years. I picked it up in like a good like month.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really not that hard to learn a piano. It's not
Okay,
hard.
good, because I'm not the fastest learner, in case you haven't noticed.
Hey, dude, it's okay. I think you're probably learning faster than I learned.
Nah, thanks, buddy.
Everyone, for people watching, everyone learns at their own pace. So, like, if someone's outpacing you, like, it's okay. You know, it's your own journey, and you get whatever enjoyment out of it that you want. So, you know, don't let anybody kind of like make you feel dumb for not picking up on something instantly. You know, yeah. You basically what I'm saying is like, you take guitar as far as you want to. If one day like it's just pissing you off and you don't find any enjoyment out of it, stop playing. I don't know, find something that's a better use of your time. Yeah. But for me, like, guitar is great. I love guitar. That's why I build them, collect them, play them, talk about them, nerd out, whatever. Make love. No.
So that's what all the sticky stuff.
And where are we going with this? Oh, did you want to learn the chords to the song "House of the Rising Sun"?
Sure.
It's by The Doors.
I'm down.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna start with A minor. You remember A? Remember how A goes?
Like this, right?
That's correct. Yeah. So that's an A with all those pressed down, right? And now A minor is we're gonna take our pinky finger off. So this or this guy here. This guy's gonna get out of the way. You need to use these two fingers here. Use those on the 4th and 3rd string. Okay, yeah, you got it. You got it. Now take your pointer finger and you're gonna put that on the 1st fret of the B string, the thin guy. Yep. There you go. 2nd string, which is B. Yep. There you go. That's A minor. Now, just like A, we're not gonna play the 6th string. We don't want E because it doesn't sound good with the chord. So. I hear you. Just need to press a little bit harder.
Gotcha.
Kind of getting there. So, can I ask you a question? When you're fretting the strings, are you feeling the actual fretboard, the wood? Because if you're not feeling the wood, then you're not really pressing hard enough.
Gotcha.
And now you don't have to like smash it into the wood, but you want this string to touch the wood.
Let's
See, there you go. See how that was like a lot cleaner that time?
see. You really need strong fingers for
You kind of do need to, yeah. You need some finger strength. I was gonna say something stupid.
Don't worry,
go.
they're adults. I hope.
I hope. Get off TikTok if you're a minor. You're a minor.
They not like us. They not like
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, and then play the notes, play them one at a time so you can kind of figure out which finger is maybe not pressing hard enough. So. Does that sound good? Now that one needs to be pressed a little bit harder.
Gotcha.
There you go. So that's A minor. And then we go to C. I like C. C is nice and easy. So C is, we're going to go to the 3rd fret on our A string, which is our 5th string.
Gotcha.
And let's use our ring finger. So ring finger here, 3rd fret. Are your fingers hurting?
Yeah.
Well, we can take a break up in a little bit. So this is your ring finger. You want on the 3rd fret. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Yep.
Wait, the 3rd. Okay, 3rd
Yeah,
fret,
right
second one, and.
And then this middle finger, we're gonna go on the D string, 2nd fret, bam, right there. Next to him. And then we are going to skip this one, but leave it open. But when I say skip, I mean we're not gonna fret it.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you're gonna put your pointer finger on the 1st fret up here on this string. Yep.
Gotcha.
And that is gonna be our C. And you can play. Don't play the low E, but play everything after it.
Does that one need to be pushed on?
Yeah, you need to press harder with your finger up here and push it. Yeah, kind of get in there, yeah. Maybe a little bit more force, but it sounds like a C. That's a C. Yeah, you did it. Woo, good job. Woo! Woo! I like the way C sounds. And
I may need to get some finger gloves.
finger gloves?
Or, what do you call them? The finger protector thingies?
I have heard of that. I've also heard of like a really cheap and dirty way of just like putting some super glue on your finger pads, because then that way like the glue kind of takes up the friction and the abuse. But at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is just practicing these shapes for like 20 minutes a day or something, 30 minutes a day, and you'll get the feeling, and it won't hurt anymore. You want to feel my finger pads.
Yeesh.
Kind of like what would you describe that as? Just like leathery? Kind of leathery.
Yeah, leathery.
Yeah.
I was gonna say sand.
And then like I think my finger pads over here probably feel a lot softer.
No, definitely.
Yeah?
Oh,
Okay.
baby smooth.
So I mean that's maybe the price you pay, but like visually, no one can ever tell unless you start looking real close. But like it's just a feel thing. Yeah. So it's like you will develop. Those are the calluses that you'll get.
By the way, you ever play anywhere?
I used to play in a band, but right now, no, I don't really do any like public performances.
What about the wine club in your apartment?
Yeah, I think my most recent performance was.
It was last year.
It was last year, and my apartment complex has like these nice like kind of older ladies, senior ladies, and they have like their own wine club. And they sometimes want live music, so my downstairs neighbor knows that I play music because she can hear me. But I guess she's cool with it because she doesn't hate it. So she was like, hey, like, we'll put out a tip jar for you if you want to come play for like, 30 minutes or an hour. So I was like, okay. So I learned a couple of songs, some oldies, and went and played, and I did that twice now. I haven't gone back in a while. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I want to get some. Yeah, I want to do some stuff like that, or go to the mall. And
I would love to do that. I would love to do that with you. And like, I think when you start off, it's good to not be like, well, you're gonna have to pay me. Like, no, let's just go. Let's go on a park bench in a public park and just jam out.
Exactly.
Just play a song or two, and then when we're done, just leave because we're not under any kind of contract or obligation. It's just you and me having fun and letting people enjoy our music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Definitely be down, man. Oh, did you want to take a break for now and pause your stream because your fingers are hurting, or you want to keep going?
Nah, just 5 minutes. Yeah, just need to put 5 minutes.
Okay. Take a bathroom break. That sounds good. We'll take a 5-minute brain. The TV turned on.
Yeah, you turned it on.
Oh yeah, don't mind that. Just gonna get some extra views real quick.
Extra views. Oh, maybe chirping.
You want some gum?
Yeah, I'd like some gum. My mouth's a little dry.
Yeah.
Should I put these? Can, yeah.
That's
would you-
gum too, actually.
Can I put these in your mouth?
Yeah.
Shelby wants some gum too.
I got gum.
Oh hell yeah, mint gum.
Yeah.
Okay, more gum.
Okay, there's one.
Is it a quarter?
Gracias. Take that.
What's this for?
Oh, yeah, just to get some extra views.
Hey, could I use your bathroom? Can you point me to?
Sure, over there. Be careful. I took a shower beforehand, so it may be a bit wet.
Okay.
At least we know the shower.
Ah, yep.
No.
Gotta be clean for the guests. Besides, I was playing pickleball right before.
Oh, yeah.
Huh, that was a good thumbnail. Thanks for your gum pen.
Mm-hmm.
Hardest part is keeping people's attention. Keeping them watching.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cool. It's us.
Yep. You should play a song.
I don't want to hijack his stream.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna play some chords though. Got my music book. My learner book. We'll play his though.
Okay, but like, why do these shoes look really cool?
Are they animated?
They're Crocs.
Ooh, that's pretty cool. Is that like a moth on them?
Yeah, it does one.
I need to tune this sucker up. keeps going out of tune.
So sorry about the wait, gang.
It's okay. I'm gonna retune your guitar a little bit.
Oh, perfect. Like.
So for the viewers, maybe kind of wondering why does the guitar need to be tuned up so many times, right? It's because, well, it's made out of wood, and unlike metal, well, actually metal also applies here, but it's temperature. Temperature and like stress and tension, right? Because these strings are pulling, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 something pounds of tension, like in how tight the string has been wound. And what that will do is that'll kind of want, it wants the wood to kind of curl, right? If the wood was really floppy or whatever, it'd just curl. But anyway, as you play and your hands and your body give off heat and stuff, you know, things expand when they're hot and they contract when they're cold. Basically, all these kind of factors will make it so you know, your guitar will go out of tune from time to time. Sometimes even after like 20 minutes of playing. Which is a good reason to store your guitar just in your house somewhere and not in a garage out in the cold, because the cold is gonna probably mess it up. Maybe not permanently, but it's definitely gonna fuck up the tuning.
And yeah, I need 4,000 in order to get monetized.
Did you hear that, folks? We're gonna be right here for 4,000 hours straight.
Woo!
I'm freaking kidding. We're not doing that. I'll return this to you.
That was cool.
Sorry for hijacking. Oh, that's just the major scale. Yeah.
And let me turn it on my phone.
Oh, you know what? This is a perfect segue into this. So I brought this book that I read. I'm gonna give you the name, but this isn't really like a sponsored plug or anything. I just bought this off Amazon because I wanted to learn some music theory. It's called No Bull Music Theory for Guitarists. This is like as dumb as you can dumb it down.
Ooh, perfect.
Which is great for, yeah, I was gonna say, I love that shit. Like when I'm learning something for the first time and it's, you know, it feels like I'm weighing over my head, I kind of go to the other extreme. I'm like, let's start with everything being dumbed down. So, a piano. We can all kind of think of what a piano keyboard looks like, right? There's white and black keys. Well, on a piano, if you start at one note on the white, if you start on the white keys and just go up from left to right, that's actually, you're playing the major scale. I think. Someone correct? No, well, if you start on C, I guess, and go up, you're playing the major scale. And that's because C, the major scale of C, doesn't have any sharps or flats. It's not complicated. It's just C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And scales are usually, in Western music, 7 notes. That's enough notes to get back to the note that we originally started on. Mm. So a C goes from a low C to a high C. 1 octave is what you call that. From one C to the next highest, right? So this is what that would sound like. So here's C. This is D. This is E. This is F. This is G. And then A, B, back to C. And we can even check that this is true because this C that we started on is the same as this, but this is just higher. Hold on. And if we play them together, they will sound exactly the same.
Oh, wait, those are
kind of
different ones?
I'm playing 2 different notes, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Didn't even know.
But they're both C. It's just C higher. And then you can even go next higher to like, where's this one? We can play all 3 of these. These are all C. But anyway, but that was the major scale, right? So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C.
And this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Well, it depends on what you start with, right? So this string is tuned to E. So what comes after E? Let's see if we can kind of like do a little quiz here.
Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie.
That's the tuning of the individual strings, but that won't help you. That will not help you find notes here.
Gotcha.
So remember our musical alphabet. What comes after E in the musical alphabet?
A.
No.
Oh, B.
No. A, B, C, D, E.
Oh, D.
No. A, B, C, D, E.
F.
F. Right, because so B and E don't get sharps in between. So A goes to A sharp, B, but then B just goes to C. So it's B, C, and E, F. Just remember that. That's the only kind of quirk that you got to remember. So anyway, so once again, so this is E. So this is E is the open string. The first fret on the E would be F. Right? You're getting it. And then the next fret,
G.
Close.
Oh, A, B, C, D, E, F.
F, but what's in between the letters on these? So it goes F, then what? F sharp. And then goes from F sharp to, what comes after F?
G.
G, and then after G comes
G
sharp, and then after that comes, remember G is the end, so what happens when we hit the end?
You start over.
At
E.
A. Right.
A.
So there we go. So A. So let's do like a quiz. This time I won't help you as much, but
Gotcha.
we'll start with A. So this is the A string, the 5th string of the guitar. First fret of the A is what?
The first fret of the A is, don't tell me. It's gonna be D. Or
No.
B.
No.
Wait, okay.
You're close with B. You're missing something. A.
Oh, A sharp.
A sharp. Then after A sharp,
It's gonna be B.
B. And then after B, because remember B is one of the awkward ones. What comes after B?
There's no B sharp, right? Yeah.
No B sharp, folks. So becomes
It becomes D.
after what comes after the letter B?
Oh, C.
C. And what comes after C?
D. Oh wait, C sharp.
C sharp.
Then D.
D.
Then D sharp.
Sharp.
And then E.
E.
And then E sharp. Or
Does E sharp
oh,
exist?
wait, no, yeah. Then it starts over.
It goes with E to
A.
F.
F. Oh, F.
And then
F sharp.
and then
G.
G, and then
G sharp.
sharp, and then look, we were gonna come back to where we started. So what did we start at?
A.
A.
And then
We've gone a
A
whole.
sharp, or no?
Yeah, next would be A sharp. It keeps going. You know,
Yeah.
go. If this fretboard was of infinite length, it would just keep going. Just that same pattern over and over again. And obviously the start, where we start is dictated by what note we tune the string to at the beginning, like without fretting anything. I can see that it's clicking for you, and I'm pretty happy. This is stuff that I did not get. When my music teacher would like quiz me on this stuff, I'd be like, dude, I don't know. I'd be like, tell me the answer. I don't know.
Oh, so you did have a music teacher.
I did, yeah. I had his name was Mark Carosa. He's a really cool guy. I think he worked at his main job was like a nurse or registered nurse at like a children's hospital. But on the side, he taught guitar because like back in the day, I guess he used to be a metalhead. And he was also a hockey player like I was.
Oh
And it was
man.
cool. I was like, dang, you're like just me but older. Except I don't do medical. I don't do stuff in the medical field. But there you go.
You're not really a metal artist, dude.
Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't that much into metal. I was a classic rock dude because that's what my dad listened to. So that's what I listened to.
That's funny because my dad listens to metal, so in turn I also listen to metal as well.
Yeah, we're all of us are a lot like our fathers
Or mothers.
or mothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes in ways that we don't want, but
Let me get my charger real quick.
that's genetics, folks. So, but yeah, if you ever play a note and you're just like, what is that? Well, you can figure it out
Yeah.
by
Oh,
just
this is
going
light.
up the musical alphabet or counting up the musical alphabet. So, and I'm not even that good at it. So this, what is this? Well, we can actually go backwards. We know that this is G. So before G would be F sharp. Oh wait, no. Yeah. We'll see, I even get confused. G, F sharp, F, E. So it'd be an E. And we can tell that's an E because it matches the low E string.
Yeah, that does hurt your finger.
Yeah, like for real.
Yeah, wow, that does hurt.
Yeah, you have to be really dedicated.
Yeah.
Alright, what do you want to learn now?
Hmm.
Any burning questions that we should address?
What do you think I should learn?
What do you think you should? I think my recommendation,
Mm-hmm.
my sensei knowledge is that you keep learning chords
Mm-hmm.
to where you can start playing songs.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter if the song is Mary Had a Little Lamb or Metallica's One. Like, I don't care, but like as long as you're learning chords and learning new shapes and not just being stuck on the same 4 or 3,
Mm-hmm.
you're increasing your knowledge and you're having fun doing it because it's a song you want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little ambitious. When I started, they were like, what song you want to learn? I was like, I want to learn Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne. And just, you're not ready for that. It's a little too much. So my guitar
you
teacher,
learned though?
I did, but my guitar teacher was like, how about you learn a Beatles song? So I learned Day Tripper. So that's like, how's it go? Hold on. I'm forgetting it. And then it goes higher, it goes. And the part that I liked was there was always like a.
Okay, I see why the Beatles are popular now.
It's like a little bit of a groove thing. I also saw that Yellow Submarine,
Mm-hmm.
the Beatles song written by Ringo Starr, is like super easy. It's just G and D and something else. And here's a cool segue. You want to learn a new song,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know it. But guess who does? The internet,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like, I don't know. Just use the internet for learning things. So
A song I really want to learn is Riptide by Vance Joy.
Riptide. See, that's a cool one. So let's look it up. So I would look up Riptide, and then after that, I'd type in chords into the Google search bar. And here's a great website, Ultimate Guitar, Riptide chords, but for the Riptide by Vance Joy. And you guys probably can't see that, but it's got a diagram showing the chord shapes. This is just like a visual diagram of where your fingers would be. That's where the dots are.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you the strumming pattern if you want to get like really nitty gritty about like I want to strum it exactly like they do on the record. Knock yourself out, man. And then here we go. This is the stuff I like. We've got the lyrics, and then above the words we have the chords, and that's helpful because now you know when that word is sung, you also know what chord you're supposed to be playing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of helps your brain kind of recognize where things change as you're singing.
Gotcha. Do you think you could just play that, like, just by looking at that?
Yeah. I'm scared because it's starting conversations on my friends are turning green. And I don't know how the rest of it goes. I actually don't know
You're a
this.
lucky lady, babe. You're a lucky lady.
I actually like that song.
Me too.
Really? Oh, okay. My opinion is not the same as yours on that song, but music
What,
is
really?
like
You don't like
what?
it?
Everybody has their own opinions about music. That's not my vibe. It's not my thing. But yeah, but as maybe like a bit of a show off. That's the first time I've ever played that song in my life.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
Wow,
that was
you got
that's
that
just
quick.
that's just reading the lyrics,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't even know the lyrics until this point.
Mhm.
I know how the melody goes because I've heard the song. Like
Mhm.
it's obviously played on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't know what the words really were.
Yeah,
And
it's a good song.
and I never
Good taste,
Yeah,
babe.
good taste. Woo!
Yeah.
And I never knew what the chords were. So even though I'm a guitar player, I wasn't listening, or I'm not good enough to where I can just hear and be like, "Hey, G, C, that's a C." No, I don't know that. But I'm just reading it. I'm just
Mhm.
reading it and singing it. And it's really easy. It's 3 chords. It's A minor to G to C. Now it sounds a little dry when you just play them one like that, like real slow. But like when you start doing his rhythm, that's really where this Vance Joy song kind of has its own identity. Is like the. And And I don't think I'm even doing that 100% accurately, but like that's giving it that kind of like galloping kind of flow. Yeah, you can kind of like tap your foot to that, right? So that's another technique that you can work on is that like once you're learning chord shapes and you've got them down, you're like, I know how to play an A chord, duh, right? Start working on your strumming, you know, either with the pick, you know, or with your fingers kind of. And you can even practice with it muted, right? You can go like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is just simple rhythm, you know? This is like, I guess like what a drummer would do is just like thinking about.
I also want to learn how to drum too.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just feeling the rhythm in your own body. And you can tap your foot along too, right?
Okay, so A is these three, right?
Mm-hmm. Or do you want to learn this song or are you just practicing chords?
Just want to see if I remember the A.
Yeah,
Just these three, right?
It is frets. Oh, sorry, it's strings 2, 3, and 4.
2,
And you want to be on the second fret of strings 2, 3, and 4.
2, 3.
Remember that this is 1 and this is 6. You start with, you go from thin to thick.
Gotcha. So 2, 3, and 4.
Yup.
Then push it all the way down into the thing.
This finger needs to go here.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go. And the rest were kind of good the way we were. Yeah, yeah.
Then push it down and don't play the top one.
Don't play the top string. That sounded perfect. I hope you guys heard that.
Oh,
Play that
shit.
for them. There you go.
Am I still doing it right or no?
Yeah. And now what you should do, do you feel more comfortable with the pick or your fingers right now? It doesn't matter which. It's just whatever you're more comfortable with.
Let me see.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was in your way.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, sometimes you lose your place, right? Sounds good.
Yeah, maybe the pick.
I think it comes down to whether or not you like that feeling of the strings pressing hard against your fingers and your nail. If you don't like it, just use the plastic. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd like to learn this song.
Well, let's do something with the A. Let's just hit the first note, and then we go down, down on the other two. So down strumming. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so now we're playing like with rhythm.
Gotcha. So
Or just one chord.
So first at the A and then go down.
Yeah, and I'm just holding the A shape. I'm not changing where my fingers are. I'm just changing how I'm strumming the strings, right? Just a single note, and then.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You should screw on the thumbs.
Yeah, there you go. Do you recognize this little, we call this a riff, where it's like part of a song. It's like, what does that remind you of?
Back at the barnyard.
King of the Hill.
Oh, yeah.
And he opens a beer tap.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Then all that stuff.
I don't know. I don't remember how it goes, guys. But I know that that's the first thing. It's A to E, and then letting it. This is called letting it ring. And then he goes into the. Yeah.
You got the Back of the Barnyard reference, right?
It was like that old show
Yep,
that was based
Let Me
off
Count.
of the barnyard.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think the intro also started off with that too.
Because it was on Nickelodeon, and I also remember that being on there.
Actually, I didn't even find out about the original movie until like years and years after the show.
Really?
Yeah.
I watched the original movie movie before that show, and I just like the movie a lot better.
Yeah, the movie is good.
But it's so funny because one of the cow's dad plays the guitar and he's like, wah,
Yeah.
wah, wah.
Oh,
He's playing Tom Petty. That's an easy song. Hold back down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I remember that scene too.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was probably when I was like, oh, I like that song. You know, because I've probably heard it before, but in the context of the movie, it was kind of badass, right? Doesn't his dad, like, sacrifice his life
To protect the chickens.
to protect the chickens
Yeah.
by, like, beating up a bunch of coyotes until they swarm him and kill him?
Yeah.
Which, like, for a kid, you're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
It's
and
kind
he
of
like
cool.
hits one of the coyotes with like the guitar.
Oh, yeah, he, like,
Yeah.
smashes the guitar. And while singing that badass song
Yeah.
by Tom Petty, and I fucking love Tom Petty.
Yeah, it turns out that was Sam Elliott.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Going on a tangent. Speaking of Tom Petty songs that are cool in popular media, the GTA 6 trailer, which a lot of people probably know because they were just curious, but it has another Tom Petty song. I think "Love Is a Long Road."
Ooh, play it.
I know I don't know it.
Nah.
And it also starts on a keyboard. It starts on like this really 80s synth kind of keyboard. But man, he's a great artist. He's got a lot of acoustic songs. There's one
Free Fallin'.
Free Falling that uses a capo. So when we get around to capo stuff, Free Falling by Tom Petty. You probably know that one. Free falling now, free falling now, free falling.
No, I don't think I heard that one. I also don't know who Tom Petty is. I know
He's a white guy from
Kansas?
no Florida. I don't remember where it is. Maybe Jacksonville.
Wasn't he like in the 70s?
Yeah, in the 70s, it was funny though because he started playing music because he saw the Beatles on TV when like they were doing, they came to America, right? The Beatles came to America. They put them on TV on the Ed Sullivan Show. Everyone went fucking crazy, but like, well, the girls went like fangirly,
Yeah.
and the boys were like, I need to get chicks, and they're like, how do you get chicks? You get a bowl cut and you get a guitar. And you start playing. And so that's how like a ton of these American dudes got inspired by the British guys. So yeah.
Yep, they completely changed.
Yeah. I would say like I don't know who you can give credit to for like who really started rock and roll and that stuff.
Thought it was Elvis.
Yeah, maybe you could say Elvis.
He had a lot of influence.
There were a lot of African American artists who were already doing blues. And you can kind of be like, well, at some point, blues kind of hits this gray area where it kind of becomes rock and roll.
Well, Elvis was inspired by a lot of African American artists as well.
Right, and and then music is about everybody stealing off each other. You play something cool where I'm like, I remember that, and then I go turn that into my own song. But let's say my song was a bigger hit, and now I can just be like, well, I invented it. You can't own a patent to like an idea or something. Nobody owns patents to like musical notes. It doesn't exist. Although artists sue each other over it all the time.
Yeah, like Bruno Mars' studio like sued Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
So he gave her permission.
Because it sounds like my song. And that I think that's usually because if rhythm and melody is too similar and uses too many of the same notes, I think there's grounds for like, oh, you copied me.
I will say though, Kurt Cobain did kind of reinvent the whole grunge era whenever he like first started like becoming popular because not a lot of bands were doing like grunge. You know? They weren't really that grunge.
But that's, I mean, when you get to making your own music, yeah, that's like part of the challenge of being original is not just being like, well, I like Vance Joy, so I'm gonna make a song that's like. That would be just copying Vance Joy. Like, you can use the same chords, but you can maybe turn it into something else by, like, putting a different rhythm to it, like, or...
Wow!
So that's kind of like, I just kind of remixed the same chords into something else, or you could play it in a different order, play it backwards.
And no one's used that one that you just did?
What's that?
And no one's used that remix that you just did?
Somebody's got to. It's their song is so simple that kind of rhythm and melody has probably been done to death a billion times. This is like, if you think about colors in art, red, green, and blue, those are very basic colors, but with them, you can, with mixing different amounts and a little flair. You can make you can make every color in the rainbow, right?
That's coming from someone who's actually an artist over here. Red, blue, and green are the primary.
Yeah, it's the primary colors. And that's why television is just, when you zoom in, it's just red, green, and blue pixels doing whatever, right? Turning on and off.
Is black a primary or no?
No, black is
the absence.
Is the absence of color, and white is supposed to be the combination of all colors.
Well, no, black and white are all the combinations of all the colors. It's just you mix until black because it's just.
White's all the colors?
White. Well, think about it. Pink Floyd, Prism. No, I'm just kidding. That's a musical thing, but like if you think about a prism and light, if you remember back to like grade school science, you shine a beam of light through a prism and it refracts into different components, and those are the primary colors. Meaning that those colors, all those colors, if you think about it backwards, combine into white light, like pure white light from the sun.
And then black is just mixing all the colors into one, and then that's just how black is.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, now I know. Actually, you guys know Green Lantern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's all these different colors for like all these different kind of lanterns: red, pink, blue, all of them. Yeah, and then Kyle Rayner, the guy after Hal Jordan, he turns into the White Lantern.
Ooh.
Yeah, like the most powerful of all. Now I get it because all those colors, like
I'm gonna hold on. I need to spit out my gum. It's out of flavor.
Same here.
Where's your garbage?
Over here.
Nice.
Okay. But yeah, I really want to learn that Vance Joy song.
Okay. So you want to work on it a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe after we can break for some dinner.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. So let me look at my chords again, and like for anyone following along who has a guitar at home that's sitting in a corner collecting dust, that makes me sad because I love guitar, and I think if someone gives you a guitar, like I'd be like, you're lucky, right? Because I have to buy my own now. No one's gonna give me one.
It's just
but
you're so specific on it.
Yeah, but like if you got a guitar at home and you're like, I like that Vance Joy song, I'd like to learn it. Go on Google or YouTube. There's tutorials. People will break it down really simple, kind of like the way I'm doing. They probably will do a better job than me if you're looking at like the top rated videos on YouTube. I mean,
you're a great teacher.
Well, thank you, but I'm definitely not the best, obviously. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, if you're following along at home and you want to do it yourself, but you got all the power in your iPhone and your guitar that you have. Okay.
Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Thank you, Steve Jobs. Yes.
Wherever you may be.
Making acoustic
dead.
playing. He's dead, but his legacy lives on through this.
Hey, you never know. He could be buried underneath Apple with like just his head, just like Walt Disney.
Yeah,
Walt Disney.
He's in
Yeah.
a freezer chamber.
Alright, so this song looks like it's 3 chords from what I can tell.
Oh, perfect.
A minor, G, and C. So we already learned A minor, I think, didn't we? Yeah. Me over here with freaking Alzheimer's or something. So we have A minor. Let's learn. Oh, and we already learned C, didn't we?
Real quick. Okay. So
A.
it goes A minor, A minor.
Are you talking about the strings?
Or the
88 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie are the names of the open tuned strings. The chord, this is A. Oh, here's the cool thing. This will make it easier. So this is A. Now, I haven't been calling A by its full name because I'm kind of an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. This is A major. And they call it major because it's happy. This is a happy sound. Ooh, I'm very happy. And then minor is like, oh, I'm sad. I'm very sad. So that's the difference between major and minor in music. Major is a happy feeling. Minor is like a sad feeling.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But so when we were going through this, we were said this was A, this was B, this was C.
Well, on the A string, right?
Okay.
On the A string. This is the E string.
This
little guy, thin guy. So it'd be E. Well, it's actually, these are the same. So I can even fret these two at the same time. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, to C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E.
But my question is, like, do you have to go to each different fret in order to get it sharp and minor, or no?
This is a kind of a cool question because technically no. Okay, so we said this was G. This is A, right? So this is A2 since these are the same one. Now, I could fret a different fret to get A sharp, right? So A sharp, or I could bend it. So I could take the string and physically bend it with my fingers. So I go A. So do you hear that?
Okay, that's cool.
Do you guys want me to zoom in on that? Here. So A sharp, and we're gonna just bend the actual string using finger force. So that's just string bending. That's a fundamental skill that you will need to learn to play songs, you know? Or especially if you play electric, right? Because electric's got like a lot of bends. Think of Freebird. Dude, Freebird is just like bending for 5 straight minutes until your fingers ache so bad that they want to fall off. That is the Freebird solo. And
I don't think I've heard of that song.
oh, you've definitely heard Freebird. Everyone's heard Freebird. Like, I don't care. It doesn't matter where you grew up or what background you're from. You have to have heard Freebird if you lived in America.
Well, has Matthias heard Freebird?
I definitely heard Freebird.
The
Matthias,
French guy.
our friend
knows
from
Freebird.
Paris, France, knew what Freebird was.
Hey, if you're watching this over an international service, we miss you, Matthias.
We miss you, Matthias. We love you. I love Matthias. You don't know Freebird? Let me play you a snippet. Is this? Can I play music on your stream, or is it gonna get like a thing?
I'll just have to clip
What
it.
about for 5 seconds?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. I'm gonna wait till it's the right time to play it.
By the way,
What's your question? Hold on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna pause it. And then Freebird is like.
Oh, okay, yes, okay, I have heard this.
Everyone's heard this song.
Yeah.
It's Freebird. I love that song. I wanted to play that song for so long, but never felt like I had the skills. Come to find that the difficulty in Freebird is not with really what he's playing. It's how long and how quickly and how repetitively he's playing the same thing. And that might not sound hard coming out of my mouth, but your fingers, they have limits. There's like a limit to like how much you can push and put force into them before like they just want to like die, you know? Your fingers want to just crumble.
And isn't Freebird, it's the longest guitar solo in the world, right?
That's hard to say. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but Freebird has to be in the top 10 of like longest popular guitar solos, you know?
Wasn't that the song that Marty McFly played in Back to the Future?
No, he plays Johnny Be Good.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know if he ever plays a Leonard Skinner song.
Yeah, I'm talking about the one at the dance. So that was it? Johnny Be Good?
Johnny Be Good. Yeah. Johnny Be Good, yeah.
Yeah, and then like he calls up his cousin, Johnny, you gotta listen to this sound.
Wait, is it
No,
Chuck
that
Berry?
was like Elvis.
Oh,
It
Chuck
wasn't
Berry.
Elvis, it's Chuck Berry.
Yeah, Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry was, he's like very famous, like African American rock and roll, rock and roll blues kind of guy. And he has like a signature lick that he puts in every song. Doesn't he also do Run Run Rudolph?
I don't know. That was the first time I heard about him.
So Chuck Berry's thing is like, he goes like, but it's like this like slide and like dun, 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 dun. That's like his thing. It's his signature. I don't know if he's the first to ever do it, but he's like, I don't know, he made it popular. It was cool. That's his thing. But yeah, Marty McFly does that too, and that's what they're calling him, and they're just like, "Oh, you're gonna love this sound! I got a new sound for you."
And Marty McFly started off rock and roll because of that.
Something like that. He's like rock and rolling. Yeah. All right, now what?
Okay.
Back to Vance Joy.
Yeah.
Okay, A minor. We gotta learn A minor.
Okay.
The chord. So it's like A. So our middle finger and our ring finger are going to be on the middle 2 strings of the guitar on the 2nd fret.
Okay. Second word. So the middle finger and
your middle finger and your ring finger.
Middle finger and the ring finger. Gotcha.
And they're going to be on the middle strings on the 2nd fret.
Gotcha.
And our pointer finger, the one that we use to point, is going to be, I think it's called index. We're going to put it on the 1st fret of the B string.
1st fret of the B string. Eddie.
A dynamite.
Dynamite.
Goodbye, Eddie.
Gotcha.
Yes. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
So just strum it a bunch of times for me. Just keep strumming that. He's doing good, folks. Now let's do C. Let's do C. You remember C? C is over here on the 3rd fret, starting on the A string. Then we go 2nd fret on the D string. And then we put our pointer finger, actually our pointer finger stays in the same spot. You don't actually have to move it from that A minor.
Gotcha. So the C, you go to the 3rd fret.
So what I would do is I'd anchor this finger since it's not going to go anywhere. So just kind of train your brain to, or push down so your brain doesn't want to lift it. Take this guy, put it down here, 3rd fret of the A. Take this one and put it 2nd fret here of the this string here, 2nd fret of the D. Yep. And that's the C chord. Just focus one note at a time, pressing one string down and trying to get it to ring out. Yeah. Next one. Yeah, and then skip. Sorry, we play an open string. So that'd be our G. We're playing the G open.
G open. Okay.
That's this guy right here. So that one you're muting. So one of your fingers is, and I think it's this one. There you go. Did you see what you did there? So he had his finger kind of bent downwards in a V shape. When in order to not touch the string, he had to actually, you have to curl it, right? It's like kind of like proper posture. Because right now, if you look at my fingers, they're all like in an arc. You know, none of them are laying flat. It's only the fingertip that's touching, and everything is like arced away. Start with one string. Start this way. There you go. That's good. Now this one is being muted.
Dang, this one's hard.
Yeah. If you want, you can just take this finger completely off and just play these two and play a 3-note chord. To take the song after that.
Hey, it's cool with you if we finish this after another 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Gotta visit my mom. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so C, you go this finger here.
That's correct.
And then this finger.
Yep. Play them as you're fingering them. Open.
What's open mean?
Just don't fret it.
Oh, don't fret.
Like play it, but don't fret it. There you go. That's perfect. And then now the last one. It's this one.
Oh, this one.
1st fret. Pointer finger, 1st fret. Yep. B string. Yep. Woo. That's a C chord.
Okay, so real quick, any reason why'd I have to leave this? Why'd I have to leave the 2nd fret in order to go to? So yeah.
Because you're changing the notes.
Yeah.
Because an A minor, let's see. Well, it starts with an A, and then this would be a. What is this? I'm sorry, guys. I'm blanking. D sharp. So an A minor chord is made up of different notes, and the notes are A, E, This would be A again. And then this last one is going to be C.
So, but my question is, are the different frets different sharps, or different sharps and minors, or like?
Just think of them as different notes. It's like a different note lives in each little space.
Gotcha.
Right? So this is where G lives. This is where A lives.
Gotcha.
And then this is where B lives. This
Gotcha.
is where C lives.
Now, what if you tried to play an A in this section? What would happen?
You can't. Well, the way the guitar is tuned right now, there is no way to make this an A other than bending. Bending that much would probably just break the string if I were to attempt it, right? If I were to try to get up to an A, it just, first of all, it hurts. Second of all, it's probably just going to break it. Now, if I wanted this to be an A, I could actually just tune this down. I could tune this string to an A if I wanted to, right? Let's see. Well, it might not work out for me trying to do it by ear here, but
Yeah, I think I finally got it memorized.
Yeah.
Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Okay, so for A, if I want to play, so when I put my fingers on the second fret, that's A sharp or A minor that I'm playing.
on what string?
So
the A string second fret would be, this would be A sharp.
And this is A minor.
So in the musical alphabet, there's no major or minor. There's only major or minor when you're talking about chords or scales, because you're involving multiple notes and what kind of feeling comes from playing them. When you're just talking about notes on the guitar, there is only like regular or sharp or flat, right? So like, for instance, A or A sharp or A flat.
Gotcha.
So to answer your question, what's the second fret on the A string? Well, that's A sharp, B. So it's B.
Okay, so this one's B here.
So that note, this is a B note. Oh. Yeah, press it down. Yeah. There you go. That's B.
And even though it's the A, even though it's Eddie 8, even though it's the A, it's still B since it's in.
Because, well, we're fretting, so we're changing the notes. This is how we change the note on a guitar. Is like, as it sits right now, it's tuned to a note, right? We can all agree on that. But as I fret, what I'm actually doing is I'm pinching the string so that it has to. So imagine this is the fret. You're looking at the guitar from the side, right? The guitar is how it is now, and this is the fret wire. When I take the string and I press it down, what I'm doing is that I'm making the string ride over the metal fret. And what that does, I'm sorry, this is kind of a deep explanation, but what that does is that it changes the length of the string. Now, instead of the string starting up here, right, at the slot, or the nut as we call it, instead of starting at the nut, it's actually now, I've advanced the place where it starts, which makes the whole length shorter. When strings get shorter and they vibrate, they go higher in pitch. Okay, so if I were to keep shrinking, the pitch is going to go like higher and higher and higher. And that's why as you go up the frets, we go higher in pitch.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's like a lot of physics there.
And this fret is B, right?
This is B, because B in this case is higher than the A that we started at.
And this is C?
C, right. C sharp.
Oh, C sharp.
D
sharp.
D. Now go C. So go C, C sharp, D sharp, E, F sharp, G sharp, A.
Gotcha.
And
so A, then B, or A sharp.
A is the open string.
Oh, A is open string. Okay, so A.
Yep.
So A sharp. B, C. C sharp.
Yes. D
sharp. G.
D sharp, E.
E. Dang it, man. My alphabet sucks.
It's okay. E.
E sharp.
There's no E sharp.
Oh, okay. So there's no E sharp or B sharp.
There's no E sharp in like traditional Western music.
Mhm.
Now, obviously, music evolved across the entire world at different times and different paces.
Mhm.
If you want to say it really simply, the white man's music does not have E sharp. We don't have E sharp. I think like in like maybe Turkey and like Eastern European, Russia kind of area, they have maybe like E sharp or half sharp. Really weird stuff that's hard for us to wrap our mind around because our brains are just like, this is all we know here in the United States, really. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You're over here on D or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, D sharp, E.
E. Oh no, E sharp, and then
There is no E sharp. So E,
then after that, that is A B C D E F
F,
F
sharp,
G sharp, and then A.
back to A.
And then
We have gone through all of the letters in the musical alphabet, and so the only where to go is to go back to the beginning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Gotcha. One more time.
Sure.
So
So A.
A sharp.
Fret it for me. Then say it. So it's A sharp.
A sharp.
Uh huh.
And then B.
Mm-hmm.
And then C.
Yup.
And then C sharp.
Yup.
And then D.
Yup.
And then D sharp.
D sharp.
And then D. Oh wait, A B C D E F.
E.
D. E. Then E sharp. Oh, dang it, no E sharp. F.
F.
Then F sharp. Then G. Then G sharp. Then A.
A. Yep.
Gotcha.
There you go.
What do you call these anyways? The is there like a specific name for them? Like the alphabet for these things or
It's just called the musical alphabet.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think someone in the comments correct me, but I believe it's just known as the musical alphabet. A to G.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that I know that. Okay, so now if I want to get okay, so now one more time. A chord. I would have to do
I could tell you that in order to make an A chord, I could give you the notes and say figure it out yourself. But
Mhm.
I think as a beginner, it's really beneficial for me to just tell you what fret
Mhm.
to fret,
Mhm.
because fretting is a verb. But so it's 0, and we say 0 meaning we're not fretting with our fingers. 0 just means open. So 0, 2, 2, 2 is how I would describe that.
0, 2, 2.
That's like a helpful naming convention for beginners, right?
Mhm. And then I put my
So
fingers.
0, 2, 2, 2.
Gotcha.
That's an A chord.
And where do I put my fingers one more time?
On the second fret, right? So when I'm saying 2, that means a finger's got to go on the second fret. So I would put pointer there,
Mhm.
put middle here, and then ring finger behind it. And your pinky can just hang off in space. It doesn't need to touch anything.
Gotcha. And so when it comes down to playing an A chord, you don't actually touch the A part whenever you're playing the A chord.
What do you mean?
So like, we're
Oh,
playing
this
the A chord,
string?
yeah.
We are hitting that string. That's,
No, I mean, but we don't like push it down like we do the others.
No, because the string is tuned to A. There's no need to fret anything if the open string is already in A.
Mm-hmm.
You could fret down here and this is A, but how on earth would you ever get a finger to stretch from the 2nd fret to the 12th fret?
Gotcha.
First of all, it's not even humanly possible, but unless I got Peyton over here to hold this down for me. But
Mhm.
that would also, this would make an A chord. It would. It's just you can't fret that with one hand.
Makes
So
sense.
you just do it like this.
Gotcha. And any reason why we only hold like these 3 down to make the A chord instead of like all 4 of them down?
Excellent question. Why are we only holding down 3 strings when we have more fingers that could be doing other stuff? Because a chord, a chord at its most basic form. This is like a Pokemon. Like before it's evolved, its most basic form is 3 notes.
Mhm.
It's the root note, A, obviously because it's an A chord. So
Mhm.
A is the root. Then we have a third, which means, well, it's 3 steps above an A. So this is A, this is A sharp, that's I think 1 step. Then we go to B and to a C. Hold on, let me double check this. This should be. I'm blanking. Sorry, guys. G. It's Okay. Well, this. I'm losing my train of thought here, because they're not all in order. But the root is A, and inside of an A chord there is a third. And the third of an A is A sharp, B, C, I think. So there's probably a C in there, inside the A chord, and then there's a fifth, is the final one. So those are the 3 parts: the root, the third, and the fifth. And the fifth would be, if the third is C, the fifth would be D. So an A chord would be A, C, and D would make an A chord.
Gotcha. So that's why we only need 3 fingers.
I might be wrong on that. For the note names, but the root, third, fifth is correct. And that's why we play 3 strings.
Gotcha. And then you said it's 0?
0, 2, 2, 2.
0, and then I go
And
2 down, and then...
No, the numbers that I'm telling you are the fret that you should be fretting as you go along. Right, so 0 means this string, no frets. 2 means on this string, 2nd fret. 2 means this string, 2nd fret. 2, this string, 2nd fret. So 0, 2, 2, 2. And that's because that's where my fingers are. There's nothing here, and there's 2, 2, 2.
Oh, gotcha.
It makes more sense in like a written format. That's how you write what's known as tabs, tablature. It's you remember the treble clef and like the music staff and the notes.
I'm gonna be honest. For music, all I remember is Mr. Everybody from the Recorder.
It's okay. Like,
and that cat and dog.
I never really got it, but the music staff is like Every Good Boy Does Fine, FACE, whatever. For guitar, people found it kind of complicated, so they came up with tablature, which is language for stringed instruments with frets. Maybe you could say fretted instruments. But on that, someone, instead of like writing little music notes on the music staff, you still have a staff, but the lines just represent the 6 strings of the guitar. And the numbers, they put numbers instead of little notes, like actual number digits. It would be 0, 2, 2, 2. And when I see that, I go, oh, okay, I'll put nothing on this string, but I'll play it. And I'll put my fingers on the 2nd frets of these strings and play those. And that is an A string. It's another way of saying A, but it's like giving you the instructions or the coordinates on the fretboard.
Oh, okay.
On
So
how to
it's
play
0
it.
because you're not fretting it.
You're not fretting anything, but you're playing it.
And then
That's 0, right? That's
and then why is it 2? Because you like hold it.
the 2nd fret. You're holding the 2nd fret of these other strings.
Gotcha. Oh.
If I said 1, then you'd be up here on the 1st fret. So 0, 1, 1, 1 is this.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good because it's probably not even like a real chord, or it's just kind of a garbage chord. But 0, 2, 2, 2 is A.
Makes sense. And 0, 2, 2.
Yeah.
Am I holding it down tight enough or no?
Kind of, you're getting there. If it starts to buzz a little bit, sometimes that again is like a pressure issue because you're not like listen, I can make it buzz on purpose.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want to press down enough to where it rings nice and clear.
Gotcha. And you said I could also hold it with just one
Yeah.
finger?
If you have the finger strength, you can do 1 finger. Oops, I hit the note. I think my string may not be tuned correctly.
Yeesh. I gotta see.
little bit more work on like the last two strings, but the beginning of it sounds good, and you can tell. I can tell that you're playing an A chord. I'm hearing the A. And if you're wondering why do we even play chords, why don't we just play single notes? I mean, you can. There's nothing saying you can't. You know, it's like music is an open slate, but this compared to is like it's a different feeling. This is like a lot more. It fills the room. Harmonic. It fills the room a lot more. So like that's why when you're playing rhythm, you usually play a lot of chords. And you can sing over that. And then if you have another guitar player who plays, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. If you have another guitar player who plays lead, they're the ones who are playing like a little melody over your chords, right? They're the ones doing single notes, like. So that would be like where the lead plays a plays a little melody.
So now that I know the A chord, now if I wanted to play a B chord, Eddie 8, Dynamite did 5. So if I wanted to play a B chord, where would I put my fingers for that?
Well, so that one, the way a B chord is played up this area of the neck would be here. And so that one's going to be tough because you're going to have to bar some fingers. You're going to have to use one finger to, or you could do it like this, I guess, but this is kind of awkward. This is another way to do it. So pointer finger on the 2nd fret, and then now you're going to use the 4th frets down here on these strings.
4th fret?
Yep. So this is your 4th fret down
here. And where are we going to put the?
So this would be. So this is 2 4 4 4, 2 4 4 4.
2 4 4. And which ones do I put them on in the 4th fret?
This would be the 4th, the 3rd, and the 2nd string. So in this one, these shouldn't be on the fretboard. Gotcha. This should only be fretting that, and then this pinky has got to lay on the side of it. You got to press all these 3 down.
Oh, all these 3.
Yep.
Yeesh, that is hard. Yeah, that one.
You could switch to your ring finger if that's easier.
Oh, cool.
But then you're kind of flipping off everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, viewers.
I don't want to cut you short, but you said 15 minutes earlier. I think we might be over that.
Oh, yeah. Whew. Thanks again for all the lessons. And this is day 1. Bye, gang.
Bye.